Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997 back with my review of the Hot Toys G.I. Joe Retaliation Snake Eyes figure. Now this is my first ever Hot Toys review, and I just could not pass this guy up. He looked phenomenal online, he's even better in hand, and this is just a fantastic box. I mean, this big picture of Snake Eyes kind of wraps around both sides, got this nice little holofoil logo. Really nice. Of course they went for like the mountain backdrop. Just fantastic. Now this is actually a slip cover. It slides right up and over. And then you've got, sorry guys, Snake Eyes right here in the packaging. Now he's a little bit hard to see because he's wrapped up so tightly in the box. But you can see all the gear he comes with, 2 swords, looks like a machine gun, a handgun. Just a lot of really good stuff. Really nice American flag logo stripe going around the base. And here a very beautiful picture of the toy posed. So, not all that much to say about the box itself. Let's open him up. And dear Lord, is this thing beautiful. I mean, you hear people talk about Hot Toys, but you can't really appreciate it till you got them in hand. This is a absolutely phenomenal figure. I mean, every little detail is perfect. I mean, right down to, I'm sure people have gone on about Hot Toys detail before, but it's like right there, the straps are actually straps. They're separate from all his other clothing. On the back here, on his sword sheath, all those are actual little ropes holding the sheath on. I mean, that is just fantastic. Now, before we go on to his articulation, because I'm a little bit worried about damaging this figure after I put so much into it, we'll go over all his accessories. Now, he did come with 2 knives. One's back here. And all the blades did really get this nice chrome finish, which is very nice, although I don't recall him using these in the movie, to be completely honest. Maybe that's in the extended cut. He's also got another knife right over here by his side. And I believe these are exactly the same. Still very, very nice. Over here, he's got his holster with his pistol. You can see there, very nicely detailed. The slide actually works, and the hammer on it, so you got it, you can cock it. Yep, the clip comes out too. And if you zoom in, you can actually see there is a little bullet right there in the top of the clip. So you can have Snake Eyes loading his pistol if you want. And we'll pop that back in. Back into his sheath. Well, his holster. Called it a sheath. There we go. Now, other than that, he also comes with his machine gun, which I kind of knocked him lopsided there. This is also a very nice gun. I think this is when he shoots all the throwing stars that Storm Shadow throws at him in the hallway down. Stock extends. Of course, foldable little hand grip right there. Clip also comes out, same deal. You can see a bullet in the top. Beautiful gun. See, there's actually a little clear sight on the scope so you can look down it. See the little flashlight on the side there. I wonder if the suppressor comes off. Doesn't seem like it wants to, and I don't want to break it. So, put that back up for now. Let's get Snake Eyes turned around here in all his glory. Now, he also comes with, before he goes into his main sword, this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the blade of the Arishikage that Blind Master gives Storm Shadow to take his revenge. I haven't seen the movie since it came out in theaters. It isn't on DVD or Blu-ray at the time I'm making this. So to me, it seems like this would have been a better fit for Storm Shadow, who's coming out next. You know, I think he kills Zartan with this right at the end, throws it into him. Same deal, even though it's a black blade, it's still got a very nice metal shine. You can see the Arishikage logo right down there, if it'll focus. It doesn't want to, but it's there. Yep, there you go. I don't know, new camera, I'm still getting used to it. But I think I'll pose that with Storm Shadow when I get him, because I am, at this point, pretty much committed to getting all the Hot Toys G.I. Joes. Still really hoping we get a Cobra Commander and a Firefly, excuse me. Now, he does come with quite a few alternate sets of hands. These are all the different types. I'm not going to show both because there's no real point in it. Of course, this open palm like this. More slightly closed one, I guess for more of a fighting stance, or like he's holding something. Once again, very nice. Now you can see the texture on the gloves. It's beautiful. And an open hand for the sword, and one with a trigger for his guns. So very, very nice. That's pretty much all the accessories he comes with the exception of a few extra joints, I guess, in case some of these break or anything like that would happen. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen, because I have no idea how to go about replacing them. But the only thing I can say about his accessories is that maybe in favor of the Blade of the Arashikage, this guy right here, I would have much rather seen the double Uzis he comes down the stairs with at the end, like when he was breaking up the meeting at Fort Sumter. At least I think those were Uzis. Like I said, don't remember 100%. Also, there's these pouches on his back here. There's a little bit of glue residue on them, but they opened up and they're Velcro, so not really sure what that's about. There's nothing to go in them. Although I suppose you could put the clips for the... No, you couldn't really do that. Yeah, they wouldn't really fit. So I'm not real sure what those pouches are for. Maybe they're just for looks. But last but not least, Snake Eyes trademark sword. Now this is beautiful. I mean, right down to the hilt, it's got that metal chrome polish on it. That is just phenomenal. Same thing with the Arashikage logo. That is just an absolutely phenomenal looking sword. Now I've been handling it, so it's got a little bit of fingerprints on it, but I'm going to clean it up before I put it on display. Fits perfectly in his sheath, if I can line it up right. So, that being said, let's actually go on to his base real quick. Now, it's just the standard Hot Toys base. It has G.I. Joe Retaliation on it, and a little Snake Eyes logo, and it's got your little holster for your figure. That being said, let's actually go on to his articulation real quick. Okay, so being as careful as I can with this guy, because I'm not really used to handling Hot Toys and I'd hate for such an expensive figure to break, his head does a full 360, as well as some very nice up and down. Arms go out to about here. They would do a full 360, but the shoulder pad is kind of hindering that. Go back and forth to about here. Bend and spin. Feels like there is a shoulder joint in there somewhere. Spin at the elbow. Of course, the wrist spin. Some very slight back and forth, mainly because of the joint connection. He does have a nice ab crunch despite all the gear. No real left and right, just very, very slight. Now, as far as his... Oh, look, even the bottom of his boots are detailed. That's beautiful. His legs don't really do too much back and forth, just because of how his pants are. So there's not too much of that going on. However, he does have a very nice double-jointed knee. And same deal, the feet move very nicely. Likewise on a ball joint. Strange we didn't get any different poses for the feet, but with as limited as his leg movement is, I guess I can kind of understand that. So the articulation isn't phenomenal, but honestly, this is much more figure meant to pose. I'm sure if you were willing to fight with the legs a little bit more, you know, if you were very careful not to rip the fabric, you could get him into a bit more, you know, of the fighting stances. But that being said, let's go into a final thoughts on this guy. Okay guys, side note, because like I said, I am new to Hot Toys. I said he came with these extra joints in case the other ones break. Those are very clearly for the hands now, as you can see there. I guess I can see how these would be a little fragile. Don't know if 2 was enough. I don't know how durable these things are once again, but that being said, just wanted to put that side note in there, and moving on. So at the end of the day, this is a phenomenal figure. Hot Toys are definitely worth all the hype you hear. That's one of the things about them though. These are pricey figures. I paid, after shipping, about $220 for this Snake Eyes. That is a lot of money. And I'm probably going to be broke for a long time this year because I committed to getting all the Hot Toys G.I. Joes. So far they've got Storm Shadow and Roadblock confirmed, along with Joe Colton sometime early next year. And I really, like I already said, really hope we get a Cobra Commander and a Firefly. Those are my 2 most wanteds. But Snake Eyes is a beautiful figure. I actually say it's worth the price. The only thing I had to say at all about this figure is the articulation, and I'm granted to say that may be a little bit my fault because I'm so worried that I don't know how fragile these things are. You know, I had the Sideshow Snake Eyes. I was trying to get him into a pose, and I actually popped his shoulder out of socket, and it never just went back right. So, I don't want to break this guy. Like, I actually wanted to get him in this pose from the box. but his arm is fighting me a lot. But still, he looks beautiful the way he is. I highly recommend this series, and that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.